Hey guys, Triple T Cat here recording for the Zombie Arcade, playing some Crysis 2, and oh god, I wish I wasn't fucking playing Crysis 2. This isn't a live commentary, I played this earlier, and I'm still kind of mad, because I sat down to record a video of this, and I actually had to play 2 matches of it, because the first game I came in partway through, and then I didn't do so good. I wanted to make sure I got a game where I did well, so that people wouldn't just say, you know, oh, you're shit at the game, that's the only reason you don't like a TTC. And so I did do well in this game, which was the second game I played today. And I mean, this was like a 10-minute game, I guess. At the time, it felt like I was sitting there like, oh shit, this video is gonna be like 45 minutes long. But at least the fucking match will be over soon, right? This is... I can't fucking believe just how bad this fucking game is. This is one of the worst games I have ever fucking played. And I mean, it's probably, in fact, almost certainly the worst game I've ever played that had like a AAA kind of level budget behind it. I mean, I've played free-to-play games that are better than this. Fuck, I mean, I don't like Black White Retribution. I think it's a pretty fucking bad game, but this is significantly worse. Oh god, look, I need to back this up with something. I don't even know where to start. There are so many fucking things. It's like, okay, with Crysis and Far Cry and stuff, Crytek, they seem like these guys who were like, they were the front runners, you know, they were pushing forward the technology, and I mean, they had these like big sort of open world games with a lot of choice, and I mean, that was reflected in the multiplayer in Crysis, which was this large scale open thing with all these vehicles and this fucking like weird game type we'd never seen before. The suit powers retained quite a lot of complexity from single player, and then into multiplayer it was actually a lot of sort of strategic choice going there. And then I guess when they sat down to make Crysis 2, they was like, well, people like fucking Modern Warfare 2, right? Guess we better make Modern Warfare 2 with nano suits this time. So you got your 357 kill streaks, but it's different because you need to pick up the dog tags and the corpses don't advance. But no! It's exactly the fucking same. Look at that. 3 kill streak, maximum radar. Great, fucking great. If only I'd had a radar that could warn me not to spend my money on this fucking game. Oh, god damn. I know I'm not exactly keeping my normal composure, guys, but I bought this game for like $12 on the Steam sale. It was discounted down from 30, and I'm still furious about this. So, you've got all the Modern Warfare 2-ness, basically. You've got absolutely no recoil on the guns, even less than in the Call of Duty games. Pretty much fucking perfect accuracy, so yeah, there's no real skill involved in having to, you know, actually aim or anything like that. People die in a fucking split second, as you already saw. You've got like this armor buff, maximum armor that you can put on that makes you take a little bit longer to kill, but you still die pretty fucking quickly. I use it in pretty much all my gunfights, which is why a lot of people don't seem to realize they have suit powers at the moment anyway, or something like that, because I mean, it seems like I get in a lot of gunfights, and if somebody's shooting at you, the only rational move, right, is to put on your fucking armor and shoot back. And a lot of people just don't seem to wear their armor, so I don't know, I think they're just kind of retarded or something. You'd think that having the suit powers in there would make it not Modern Warfare 2. I mean, you would imagine that there'd be a lot of strategy between using your maximum armor, your cloak, your nanovision, and, well, your binoculars don't really fucking matter. But, so you basically got these 3 things. The nanovision is like an infrared vision. I don't think I used it in this video because it's kind of pointless. I mean, it can help you see people at a distance, and it can help you see cloaked people, but it's mostly kind of pointless. So you'd think that that'd make it, you know, a more interesting game in some ways, because you got this strategy between when am I going to cloak, when am I going to use armor, and stuff like that. Oh, there's the nanovision. I used it for like a split second. But there's nothing to it. There's like no strategy there. I mean, you just kind of learn really quickly, like, yeah, use cloak when you're going through areas that are where you're exposed to a lot of enemy camping positions and stuff like that. Use armor when you're in combat or in a tight area. And great, you're fucking done. You've mastered the game. Congratulations. And I mean, you might think that like there'd be some micro that comes into it or something like that in combat or anything, but people die so fucking quickly in this game. I mean, gunfights are over before they even have any kind of time to get interesting, so it doesn't end up mattering. I mean, it just comes down to who sees who first. And, I mean, other things like the spawns are fucking terrible. Remember at the beginning of the video, at the beginning of the match, I spawned facing a fucking enemy with another enemy behind me. That guy spawned pretty much directly into my crosshairs. You'll see more later. The spawns are awful. So, I mean, once you're alive and you're moving around the level, or at least for me anyway, if you're not a complete chucklefuck, once you're moving around the level and stuff, that guy camping in the fountain and still failing to kill me, getting killed by the attack helicopter, but it's a future attack helicopter, so this isn't Call of Duty at all. Ah! Yeah, so once you've spawned and like been able to move away, I don't know what the fuck killed me there. Then there was no kill cam. The game's just like, oh fuck, man, I don't know. I guess you're just dead now. Fuck. You spawn and die a lot in this game. You will get a lot of spawns where you spawn and you're immediately shot, blown up, fucking, well, not stabbed, but like beaten with a rifle. You'll just, holy shit, the spawn's deaths. If you're not completely fucking chronically retarded and you can actually kind of aim, once you start actually moving around the level and get away from your spawn zone, you can normally survive for a while because the other players in the game found a way to be so terrible at such an easy game that I don't even know what the hell happened to their minds. Like this guy, although there was some weird shit with the fucking netcode there. I don't know what happened there, lagging the hell out. But notice how he spawned with me standing behind him, and the only reason I didn't shoot him immediately was because I saw like a blue name pop over his head for some reason because my teammate. Anyway. So once you spawn and get away from your spawn zone, I think most people who aren't absolutely terrible at everything they've ever attempted will be able to stay alive for a while and get a lot of kills in, but you will get spawn killed a lot. That was sort of the problem with the first game I recorded, actually, was I kept spawning and dying. It happened like 5 times in a row. I'd spawn with a fucking guy shooting at me within half a second, and you just don't have time to react because you die so quickly, you just can't get to cover or do anything about it. Once when you sort of just spawn, you throw on armor and try to get away, but even with armor on, you're still fucking dead in instants. As far as I can tell right here, what I'm doing here is pretty much one of the optimum strategies of the game. Just find like a strong point where you're not enormously obvious and camp, and you will get a million fucking kills. I ran out of the bullets on my assault rifle there. I probably wouldn't be able to kill that guy. It was kind of a shame, running out of ammo like that. But, you'll notice that no recoil shows up on the kill cam at all. What that tells you is that the recoil in the game, where your weapon appears to bounce around and stuff, isn't actually doing anything. It's just a visual effect. It's not actual recoil. And your gun is, in fact, a fucking laser beam. There's no skill to this game. It's the easiest goddamn thing I've ever played in my entire fucking life. It pretty much, like, takes the easiness level of the Modern Warfare franchise to a new height of, holy crap, people die so fucking easily, and this game just isn't, there's no skill involved. It's all who shoots first, who is smart enough to actually put on their armor, and I guess to a certain extent, like, the one guy who can actually aim, but since there's no recoil and not much bullet spread or anything like that, aiming is very, very easy. Like there, I mean, the only reason I lost there was because that guy shot first. He saw me a little bit before I kind of derped, and then before I lost. But you'll notice he was aiming all over the fucking place, and it just didn't matter. And again, guns, laser beams everywhere, spawning with a dude in front of me and a dude behind me again. They somehow were, like, too fucking stupid to kill me. I don't know what happened to these people's minds, but this is a pretty average game. This isn't, like, a particularly bad group of enemies I'm going up against. This is just how most games are for me. I think that it's just that people die so quickly, and I kind of have some semblance of situational awareness and the ability to point and click, and therefore I have an advantage over most people who actually thought there was something good about this game, who clearly never played a video game before in their entire fucking lives, and they thought this was worth their goddamn... Ah! God, I can't believe how bad... It makes me sad to see something with so much money behind it, and, in fact, so much, like, there was a lot to be hopeful for with this game, you know? But fuck, I mean, it doesn't even look that good. The entire thing is supposed to be like, yeah, the graphics, man, but it doesn't even look that great. I have frame rate issues. When I'm playing at full res and full graphics settings, I get a pretty low frame rate, and it looks a fuckload worse than BF3 with the settings I run it on with no issues whatsoever. There is no redeeming quality. I wouldn't care that there's no skill involved in this game if it was actually fun to play, but it's not even that. You spawn and die constantly. There's nothing satisfying about killing people because, you know, there's like, the guns all have these like really weak-ass sounds, they have no recoil, there's just nothing satisfying about actually winning fights or anything like that. There's nothing, guys. This game, there's nothing. I will say, I played a little bit of single player seemed a bit better. Not as bad, but from what I've seen of single player so far, still not good enough to recommend spending $30 on this game. I mean, maybe when I played more single player, we'll see. Maybe after I've played the rest of single player, I won't be mad about spending $12. But I just fucking... I know this game came out a while ago, and there's probably not many people looking for impressions and shit of it anymore, but, I mean, if there were people waiting for the price to come down and shit before buying this, like I was, because I thought it looked like it might be fun, or interesting, or something, or just something different to play for a while, if you're one of those people who was sitting on the fence and waiting for the price to come down or something, and you haven't bought it yet, but you thought it might look good, or something like that, just fucking run. Just get the hell away while you still can. Hide your wallet, hide your credit card, just don't fucking... Just wait for this. Just wait for this shit. The game knows what it did. It's crap! That fucking sums it up perfectly. That's all you need to know. Just... Goodbye, everybody. Never again. I don't want to anymore. No more Crysis 2 videos. Just... Never again. Goodbye.